So, internet is down. I can't really get into your chart. But you should be due for your shot today.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how are things going?
You should know how they're going, Doc.
Well, no, from your perspective.
My perspective don't matter, do it?
I mean, you want to look at it?
No, you're the doctor. It don't matter what I say. Y'all got your mind made up that I'm delusional. So when I bring up a question as to why you think I'm delusional or what are the symptoms, you say we ain't going nowhere every time I ask you. So it don't matter what we talk about.
We do have a disagreement about that, but I can still.
I ain't disagreeing. These are questions I ask you, and every time I come here and I ask you the same questions, you keep saying we ain't going nowhere. It's because you never answer the question. So you're right. We don't go nowhere.
It leads to an argument.
No, it don't. It don't lead to an argument. That's what you say.
Okay.
All I'm doing is asking you the same questions every time I come, and you never answer the question. So, of course, every time I come, it's a circle. I come, I ask, you don't answer. I come, I ask, you don't answer. Every time I come in, it's the same thing.
Yeah, so
it's no argument. Argument is when two people don't hear each other.
Like, okay, it's better that we talk about other things.
Like what? My mental state? Ain't this what this is? A outpatient psychiatrist, psychiatric treatment place.
How are things with you otherwise? Does
that matter though? Because I'm asking you if I'm progressing and you can't tell me. So I don't matter what I tell you I do. I record music. I write books. I pray every day. I go to church. That should be working toward my progress, but you never tell me I'm progressing.
As long as you come in here, you're taking your shot, you're not doing anything that's aggressive and all that.
But have I ever been doing anything that's aggressive since I've been coming to the acting?
If you listen to me. So when you do go to court again, then I can report to the judge that yes, you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing.
So when is that?
It might be, but it might be that, the thing is we feel you have schizophrenia. You don't agree with that.
I know. I'm asking you what makes you what makes you think that I'm schizophrenia. You can't answer that.
Right. So when I say that you're delusional, that you're paranoid, it'll be an argument about no, that's not right. You'll always find some way to say no. This.
You never answer my question though.
All right, Roderick. Here we go again. It's the same thing over and over. This is.
I just said that. You never answered the question.
Okay, maybe I.
Am I lying?
No.
Because you're not answering it, right?
No, because we have a disagreement.
No, I'm asking you what is it that I'm delusional about?
You paranoid.
About what?
Okay,
about
we
what?
go again. It'll be that.
You say you can't answer.
I say what you're paranoid about. That you're religiously delusional. That
religiously delusional.
That you're hallucinating.
Because you don't believe in the God that I believe, right?
No, you again. There you go. Not. But we.
Ain't that the truth?
Whatever I say here is going to lead to.
So you believe in Jesus, right?
Okay. So I'm not going to go there, right?
But you brought it up.
We are not going to go there.
You brought it up.
I brought up how you do it.
You said religiously delusional.
Okay, fine. So let's.
You said religiously delusional, right? Ain't that what you just said?
Because you asked me what it is that I don't believe.
No. Okay. I asked you do you believe in Jesus? You say no. So in the Bible it tells us that
Roderick,
God speaks to His people.
That's not how it all started off with. It started off with me saying, "How are you doing?" And you said, "What's the point of having that discussion?" Because you didn't want to talk about that. You wanted to talk about what you want to talk about right now.
No, that's not
true. I don't want to talk.
That's not true.
So we're not talking about any of this.
You more mad than I am.
We are not going to talk about.
And you controlling too.
We are not going to talk about any of this, right? If you want to tell me about what your situation is right now since I last saw you, have there been any kind of new developments in your life? Then that's fine. That's what I want to know.
It's the same thing when I come here every time, Doc.
Right, yes. And
you know this already.
That is how it's going to be.
So I'm talking about what my everyday life. It's the same thing. I can't work a job because I'm on benefits, because of the medicine, because of the disability, the false diagnosis y'all give me. If I work, Social Security gonna cut my benefits. I can only make $85 a month. So I can't work a job because I'm on benefits based off a diagnosis that you believe I have that you can't tell me about. Every time I ask you about it, what you think I'm arguing with, I'm asking a question. Asking questions is not an argument. I know the difference. My mama's a language arts teacher. I know the difference between a sentence, a paragraph, a exclamation mark, a period, a question, a statement, a thesis statement, a book, a novel. I write books, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm asking you questions and you cannot answer, respond, reply. I know what that means. If you cannot reply to the questions I ask you, what makes you think I'm arguing with you? You start arguing with me, cutting me off, telling me you don't want to hear me asking you those same questions that you never answer. So we go in circles because every time it's like I come from my house to here, ask you questions about my diagnosis, you can't answer, I leave after I get my shot or see whoever I'm supposed to see when I come here. I go home, do my regular everyday activities that I can only do because I'm a disabled person according to you all, and I'm limited on my life situation. I'm limited. I cannot have children because of the medicine you got me on. I cannot work because of the medicine you got or because of the disability that I have and I'm connected to Social Security. I cannot do it. I don't have a car. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have the money for a car. You see what I'm saying? I'm no longer married because I could not perform sexually in the bed because of the medicine that I'm on. That she tried to explain to Dr. Sharma, but Dr. Sharma disrespected her and she walked out of the office. And I walked out and sent her my gospel song. She put me in the hospital 3 days later for sending her a gospel song, called it in a threat. So all this is based off of me wanting to know more about what you say about me. It's not an argument. You see how we talking right now? Or I'm talking. You see, if you talking and you cutting me off, and I'm talking, I'm cutting you off, that's an argument. An argument is when two people don't hear each other. A question is when I'm asking you a question right now, and you don't want to answer the question, and you get angry because I'm asking you the same question that you never answer. How is that an argument, sir? You think I'm delusional or stupid because I'm 46 years old. I understand yes and no, left from right, up and down, in and out. I understand completely what I'm talking about. But you, for some reason, don't want to answer none of the questions that I'm asking you that are logical, reasonable questions that never get answered. Nobody has an answer for none of the questions I'm asking. Why is that? Is that my fault you don't want to answer? Am I delusional because you don't want to answer? Do I need more medicine because you don't want to answer the questions I keep asking? And if I was delusional, the question would be jumbled up. It would be a question that's out of reality. It would be a question that didn't make no sense. It didn't have anything to do with anything. Like majority of the patients that come here, I don't act like none of them. I got my full mind. I'm a prayer warrior. I'm an apostle, a prophet of the Lord. Not because I think so, but because other people have confirmed it in church. So if you're writing this down and saying that I think I'm a prophet, then you go talk to the people that I keep trying to get you to call and speak to yourself so you can get a second opinion. First off, my mama, because all you listen to is my mama, or you listen to Ed when he calls you or calls Rhonda or calls her and comes to my house with his phone still on call and flips it upside down thinking I don't know he on the phone when he at my apartment, but don't want me to record him. That's two-sided. I ain't stupid. So if I'm asking you questions that you never answer, what is the problem with you answering them? I didn't say I was disagreeing. A disagreement is not a question. It's a question. I'm asking you, what makes me delusional? What makes me paranoid? We go to Georgia Regional, they sit us in treatment mall all day long, and they get us to take classes about learning about your medication, learning what to take when you're on your medication, your mental health, your hygiene, all that plays a part. You know what I'm saying? Not using drugs when you're on your medicine. Not drinking when you're on your medicine. They tell you what to do when you're on the medicine from the diagnosis. But the diagnosis, they don't talk about. They don't mention. They don't speak to you about. You know what they tell us to do? They say, talk to your doctor. They tell us this all the time. Talk to your... I mean, when you come to see us on the unit, you only spend 20 seconds and then you got to go to the next patient. And then a lot of y'all don't like to stay on the unit because it's too much chaos on the unit. It's too much trouble, too much drama, too much confusion on the unit. Everybody fighting and arguing. People don't smell good. People don't clean themselves because their mental health is bad. So if I'm talking to you about what they don't want us to talk about because they want us to talk to you about it and you can't talk to me about it, where do I go? Because I don't have a freaking therapist. You never give me a therapist. I didn't have a therapist in there. I've been traumatized. You know I got 5 stab wounds in my shoulder from my stepdaughter that I still scratch from here from time to time because it didn't heal right, because MCG stapled it the wrong way. So I'm scratching it. Every time I scratch it, I think about what happened to me. My wife wasn't there for me to help me. Then she moves her daughter's boyfriend into my house, and he put his hands on me. He's dead now. He got shot a year ago. I told him the Lord was going to deal with him for doing that, and that's where he at right now. So what I'm telling you is, if I'm asking you a logical question and you can't answer it, you tell me, how is it you've never seen anything that you keep saying that if I'm following the rules of the guideline, my Bible, I do what my Bible say do for me. I have a relationship with it. It's not a religion. I do what God tell me to do for me. If that bothers you, if that makes you think I'm delusional, then you know what you're doing? You are violating my constitutional right. And that's a lawsuit, because I have a freedom of religion. And if I can't practice the religion the way I go to church and hear it be practiced, the way I read it, the same way they teach it and do it, then you tell me what I'm supposed to do. Quit serving God because you say so?
Okay, Roderick, I've got to stop this right now. Go back to the waiting room. Wait for the nurse. She should be through in a few minutes, okay?